We are all fascinated by twins as they look alike. They are called identical twins. In a woman, the reproductive system is located entirely in the pelvic region. The main organs of the reproductive system are the ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, and cervix. During fertilization, the sperm swim through cervix to enter uterus and finally reach the fallopian tube. In the meanwhile, ovary releases an ovum, which also moves into the fallopian tube. Here, the sperm fertilizes the ovum and zygote is formed. This zygote is then implanted into the uterus wall. Here, the zygote sometimes splits into two identical halves. Each half of the zygote develops separately and forms an embryo. As a result, we see two embryos sharing the same uterus. We can also notice that the embryos share a common placenta. These embryos later on develop to form twins. Such twins, which are developed from a single ovum, are called identical twins. They are also known as monozygotic twins and are always of the same sex. Here we observe the twins who do not look alike and are of opposite sex. Let us study the formation of such twins by taking a look at the female reproductive system. Sometimes, both ovaries release ova at the same time, and they travel towards the fallopian tubes on each side. Inside the fallopian tubes, the ova are fertilized by two different sperms. Therefore, two separate zygotes are formed. These zygotes move towards the uterus and get implanted in uterus wall. Here, they develop to form embryos. We see that each embryo has its own placenta. These embryos later on develop into twins having opposite sex. Such twins are called fraternal twins or dizygotic twins. Let us understand the differences between identical and fraternal twins. Identical twins result from the fertilization of one ovum possessing the X chromosome by one sperm possessing Y chromosome, thus forming a zygote with XY chromosomes. This zygote then divides to form two equal halves, each having the same chromosomes, XY. So identical twins are always of the same sex. Fraternal twins are formed when two different ova, having an X chromosome each, are fertilized by two sperms, one possessing X chromosome and the other having Y chromosome. The zygotes formed have different chromosome combinations, XY, which forms the male, and XX, which forms the female child. Thus, fraternal twins can be of different sexes.